Civis pacem.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And this time, the haircut of my son is most appropriate. The game we are going to watch is named Weirdo.
Yeah,
So, we are in the board view, and I'm zooming a little in,
was a
and
quite weird game, huh?
you're conducting again.
Hmm.
Huh?
Nice. No, I thought there were something. There weren't. Anyways, so
Yeah.
we have the prophylactic attacking of the Sagittarius, or threatening of attacking it. And quite interesting tactic. Would you like to explain this, or?
Yeah, I'm attacking this guy here and also building up a symmetry. That reminds me of a
What?
song. I'm turning my head up and down, turning around. And all that I can see is just another symmetry.
Yeah,
Okay.
but why did I do this? Just that's a
Mm,
blunder. This is attacking my no.
but but you can retake. I guess our audience already knows.
Yeah, but
It's not
just
the
in
first
sake.
time we are showing something like that.
Yeah, but maybe it's their first video.
Okay. So I
You
won't.
can't.
If it's the first video, then please stop right now. Go to the playlist section and pick how's it called? Divisions and you will certainly find it. It's about the gameplay. Okay.
Wonderful. Best introduction. So now I build up a Sagittarius. The reason why was this got now under attack,
Mm,
and it could have been taken in Jesus. The whole thing could have been taken, so that's why I had to move, and like this I could build something.
and slowly but surely, I'm building some bigger stuff on the front line. But now you are attacking here, and I have really to contemplate: should I take? No,
You didn't.
no.
So, maybe
Now
the threat,
fortifying here, but it's already fortified. Oh, sorry.
yes, and maybe in the future you could get here or here. This is all defended. An interesting move, and
Mirroring
I remember
tactics.
now why we called it Weirdo. So, what I did is I built a ballista to block this ballista, and when this moves, this sometimes pops up as a tactic, then your ballista can move through. So,
Yeah, and the field here is just defended by two, by this guy, and instantly your ballista would turn into an Equus. You could take, I don't know. I don't know if that would be really a good tactic, but it would be a threat.
yes. So if this would move, I could now march through it, but at the moment we're staring each other down. So, I defend this threat,
Yeah, I
and
was thinking about taking here, maybe, I don't know.
I defend against this, and this is protected,
Mm,
so the ballista can't take that. And so the game went like this. There was
little skirmish in the middle field.
yes, and I tried to fortify this guy so that
And
he would
now I I would suggest a ballista maybe here or an Equus to attack. But
at the time you thought that would be good as well. And I counterattacked. So if I were to lose 4, you would lose 4 too. And if you
mm,
would proceed taking the 2 here, I would retake 3, and you would have 2 under attack and 1 under attack. If you did not... Oh.
We should check. Yeah, it's okay. In the old games, there may be some mistakes in the file, so we sometimes repair the board. Okay.
So, upon my counterattack, there were a counterattack on this guy.
Yeah,
And
double attack here, and pressuring with a little battery here.
This guy is pressuring. This guy is not.
Nah, you can take, but I can retake. But then you can take. Oh, okay, maybe it's not that good.
So I did this in order to defend that. Because otherwise it would have no defenders at all, and that would be kind of bad. Huh? And if you would take, let's say I did some other move, like let's say I went here to prevent getting attacked by this Equus, well then the Equus would have taken here.
Yeah, but
it take, and this ballista is stuck and would have to...
you can take here.
Ah, okay. I did not see that.
So it's quite...
Well, as maybe at the time I didn't see it as well, because I did this in order to defend that.
A Centuria on the board is most likely to be the right choice.
Not
I just wanted to say something.
So, 2 Equus on the line. Maybe there will be a ballista here. Nope. There's a ballista here trying to get there. And you can't take, because if you take, an Equus would summon and then kill the Tribune.
I guess in the upcoming games in the future, I should consider taking my Tribune aside a bit earlier.
Yes.
This is annoying. It's always the same. Going here, Equus is attacking, it's not protected. You should...
Sectarius here, or...
You should prevent it.
But we have the second stare down on the board.
Yeah, now.
And I try to maybe move this.
Discovered attack maybe.
And then this would open up and attack this. So maybe with this would be bad.
Giving a Nex, giving an Angua.
And I blocked.
Yeah.
And it's defended by 6.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
2 Centurii.
Okay.
That's rare.
Yeah, that's true, and probably I attacked it, because when you have a Centuria or a Ballista, try to attack it with the long-range counterparts, like the Ballista or the Equus.
And now a computer would chew his bones off. Because there are several thousand of possibilities to move.
Yes. But
the name is poop.
So adequate. So we're only glossing over the moves.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes very interesting to see all that, and sometimes things hang, and all of a sudden stuff flies off the board, and it can be very amusing. So I attacked, you blocked, and you attacked with 1.
With 2. With 2.
Oh,
2 and 3. Also, with 2 units, it's
2 units, 3 power, and I went back.
Keeping the pressure on the Centuria.
Yes, but you will probably block again, yes?
Yeah, around the Centuria. around the Centuria, you can build up almost everything because now every unit, no matter what attack comes, is protected.
Yes, and if you have a little bit of backup, for example, this guy, if I would take, this guy could take the whole thing, because attack of 8 plus something, 8 is the highest life points you can have, so even the smallest units will be able to kill every time.
Yeah, and the Centuria can keep the position in the back ranks and maintaining the defense. Okay.
What? Why did I not defend this?
Maybe you saw that now you can go here. And
Oh
this
yeah,
is
that could be,
very, yeah,
yeah,
so you are,
baiting.
yeah,
Baiting me
baiting me
into
into something very unpleasant. And this
those he
is,
goes. This is not a threat,
no.
because if you take 3, 3 remain and can attack back.
And the next Sagittarius comes in.
2 attacks, what did you do? You moved, and you also made 2
I
threats.
didn't do the right thing for sure.
I don't know about that. Oh,
Ah,
Impero!
Impero.
You see, Impero can be very, you know,
Hmm. But
bad.
now, watch closely.
Oh
Impero!
yeah.
Re-Impero! Because we said it. A Centuria around can kill every unit, so now the Sagittarius Tribune is able to catch the entire ballista because the ballista has 6 units, the Sagittarius 3. You need half the captured pieces as your sentinels, and so 3 is enough.
And you see where this title comes from.
Yeah, now I'm losing this, and now
Let's see, what did you do? Oh,
I
you saw
thought
fewer.
pinning would be a good idea, but I'm not that sure now.
Yes, the problem was that you let me infiltrate,
Yeah,
and
and I have
you
an escape route here, route, but I don't have any here. I didn't
and you
realize
can
at
take.
the time. Hmm?
You can take because 4 would remain. Sorry, and to do this, 4
Don't
would.
do. Ah, please. So, but I wanted to say, if this ballista move,
Sorry,
Max, I was.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your speech.
Could you
So,
please stop jumping the pieces around? Now everyone is confused. Thank you very much.
sorry.
So, I wanted to state and emphasize that this is not really an escape route. I mean, if this ballista moves in the future, maybe somewhere, then I cannot escape this way because the Sagittarius keeps these 2 fields blocked, and here this field is blocked. So this entire line is shut. And I did not realize that this was the only plan that would work. And now we can, yeah, I take because I thought, hey, I pinned the 2 ballistae and then 1 remains and I can kill it. My plan works. And no.
Now you're blocked. This does not work anymore.
And the ballista cannot move here because no enemy in sight. This is 1 move away from Nex, I would say.
Hello, we got interrupted by a phone call, but now we're back, and the situation here was a Nex. And so one of the classiest Nex situations is this one, for
Mm.
example. There are countless ones, but this guy attacks with this guy. You can only kill one of them.
So you have to move. If you
That's
move
right.
here, the servos from here is protecting, and you cannot get away, because this is very important, that this is an Impero unit. You can kill the Sentinel, but you are still blocked because you cannot move here. The field is occupied by your own unit. This is roguish style. I like this next. Okay, sorry, I would repair now, and we proceed with the game, and you show what your plans are. No, in animated mode, please.
Oh, sorry. Let's take back.
Back and forth. So this was a really interesting move. I didn't really expect, because you still block my escape route. You're attacking me, but I cannot attack you because it's defended. I cannot attack here because it's defended. About this escape route we were talking earlier on. So I have to leave my precious Impero ballista. And this
And
means there are another 6 units chasing me. Yeah, I cannot combine down, because I would be smashed by the ballista I just left. And
you can
jumping.
also not Impero kill. Therefore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I cannot Impero kill because the Hastatus is keeping an eye out. Otherwise, yes, I could at least kill these. And I cannot jump here because of this Hastatus. And here, this was a brilliant move of yours.
Yes, and even if they wouldn't block you, my Hasteli would.
Yeah, they are so mean if they are so close to the enemy, and especially in front of a Sagittarius.
So this move is forced.
Yeah.
And we're going to visit a forced next sequence now, as I move there. The only moves you have, you can't go here, here, this is blocked, and you can't
combine here is not, and combine there is not. So I have to, no, I cannot go here. So I have to combine here.
To an Equus.
To an Equus. There is no other choice.
So you have now 2 diagonals. One of them is way worse for me to hunt than the other, and it's the long one. So blocking and
blocking, very important. You attack me right here. It's a double attack. I mean, you leave your Impero as well. And now you're attacking me with 2 units, so I cannot take here or I cannot take here. And you cannot escape here because the ballista is guarding.
And you can't combine here because there's no unit of height 5.
Yes.
If this were a Hastatus, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But this way it does.
Yeah.
You can't go here, and you can not go here, so
this
you
is
have
the
to
only
go
field. Yeah.
Because the ballista.
But if I go there, it's over.
Yes, because this
there are a lot of next situations you could have, I would say, just one step ahead with the servos. You could build a Hastatus here. With an Equus Tribune, you cannot really good escape because you are bound to the color complex.
And so this hunt ended with the surrendering of the white position.
But it showed that even in such high complex game as Tribune is, there are forced next sequences. I couldn't avoid this, and you foresaw it. I have to bow my head.
By the way, the reason why I found this was not that I could see in the future. It was just this was the most, pressuring thing I could do because I restricted your movement
Yeah,
to one field. And then I did this again, and you had to move here. And then I found a move
3 times in a row.
where you couldn't move anymore. But that's the way you find stuff like this. Find the most restricting thing there is, and then do this until you win or lose. Yeah,
And you separated my Tribune from the crowds.
yeah, that was quite
It's so
brutal.
mean. Okay, I've seen enough. By the way, we had another phone call. I should pull the plug. Um, yeah, so we are switching to our goodbye screen. It was a very educational unit today. A lot of very savvy and clever moves, smart gameplay, and yeah,
The ballista oppositions. Don't forget
yeah,
them.
and you owe the victory.
Thanks. But there, the game plan from you wasn't bad. It was just one step
Just one
short.
move ahead you were. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Joda. So, I would say, if you liked this video or would like to see more like it, please hit subscribe and the like button. Maybe consider sharing this video with your friends or someone you would think would like content like this. And I would say, see you soon.
On Tribun.